Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Spencer Israel, Ryan Faloona, waiting on Zunaid. You know why? Because Zunaid said he overslept. Some age man. Oh, and now he decides to join. Now, all right, Zunaid, are you awake, sir? Good morning.
Good morning. I
Sleep well last night?
So I did. I woke up at 5 o'clock, and so I was like, "All right, now what?" And so I had to like go back to sleep, and so then I overslept.
Okay. All right. Well, the gang's all here now. I'd be curious to get you guys' thoughts on today because today is a pretty quiet day. There may not be a lot of opportunities. Well, we'll find out, though. Hit the like button if you're watching. We appreciate everyone in the chat. Born to be free. Cyprian, Matty Ice, Tiny Pie, Matt Miller. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's start the show.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas law, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part? It's beatable.
And there we go. Everyone's got their screen shared. Who wants to start? Zunaid, you want to start?
Sure, why not?
Let me guess. Zunaid's looking at Apple.
I actually still have some Apple calls that I swung, but yes. But also, you having me go first is pretty much like the student coming to class late, and then he's the first one to present the project.
Yes, it is.
You're such a jerk. All right, well, look, let's go ahead and actually take a look at Apple real quick. I do like how it held a 172.20 level right over here. If it does come down, I'm actually going to set an alert. I will go ahead and grab some calls. Last night I was actually looking at the TQQQs. Now, I have never played the Ultra Pro shares or the short or anything like that, but I'm actually interested to know if any of y'all have. And today, I think, will be the day that I try to just nibble at it to see how I like it. Never experimented with it. So that is something that I was kind of charting and things like that last night to see how I would have played it in hindsight, just to get an idea. NVIDIA been strong for the past couple of days. So I'm looking for this to possibly approach 300 this week, which obviously tomorrow is the last day of the market if everything goes well. So taking a look at NVIDIA possibly over the 290, and then Micron finally, after chopping us around left. Just look at this. Look at this. Just what is this? Just chopped us around in this range for like an hour, and then finally later in the day, I was able to have the trade over $90. So I will be looking to see if Micron can hold $90. Matter of fact, I would not be surprised if I grabbed some shares pre-market and maybe had a stop loss like 25 cents below or something like that. But those are the main stocks that I am keeping an eye on for now. And actually, I always say that, then I always have another one. Yeah. Affirm. We called out that big call buying that was happening yesterday. That was approximately $4 or $5 million worth right over here. And look at that nice little trend that it had right afterwards. So Affirm is going to be another one that I take a look at over the 104 level here today. And that is all I'm looking at.
I got to be honest, there isn't really a lot of my list this morning outside of Tesla. So there it is, Tesla. I'm done. Ryan,
yeah. I want to start with just kind of a word of warning. ALLK. This is a pre-revenue biotech that pretty much had all its eggs in one basket.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Say again.
Those are my favorite.
Those are your favorites. Okay, well, I hope you weren't wrong because this was coal in the stocking today. The lesson here is just, please be very careful whenever you're trading the story on pre-revenue biotechs. A lot of this stuff goes back for, this is worse than anything that happened to Sava over the past couple of months, which we watched and talked about on a regular basis. This thing's down $74 today, down almost 90%. Again, bad data out of one of the drugs, all of their eggs in one basket. If you actually flip over to the news tab, you can see a slew of different firms downgrading the stock here. Some of them have $17 price targets. So, I mean, looking at this, if you're trying to play the bounce for this, good luck. Just understand exactly what you're doing. You're trying to polish a turd. And you know, maybe you do get a point or two out of it. If you do, be sure to take your gains quick. Just be very, very careful when you trade these stocks. Make sure you're diversified. Make sure you have some type of plan in case the worst happens, because I'm sure that there were people holding this that are waking up today and having coal in their stockings. So that's just one thing to take a look at. Otherwise, I'm just kind of going through the movers here. Naked had a reverse split. That's why it says it's up 1,100%. It's not. I can see that there are some of these other smaller cap stocks are going to run. I would imagine that we're going to get plays off of the scanner sometimes this week leading up to Christmas, and then the one after where we technically get the Santa rally. You'll have a lot of these kind of low price stocks moving around and have some big gains. So we're going to kind of watch them. I'm going to make a list of them based off what I see off the movers here. So I'm pretty much starting with just what we see at the top. Any stocks that are under, $10 here or so could possibly be on deck today. Some of these obviously have given their gains back already. Your point though, Tesla, that's something that we're going to watch today. I watch Apple every single day. I also want to watch Costco, right? We sold off yesterday. We bounced a little bit. I want to see what Costco does today.
On the ALLK note, I forget the stat, but I think it's like something like 90% of drugs don't actually get to market. Be it they don't get FDA approval, they don't even get up to phase 3, or they don't get produced. They end up not getting produced, right? So it's like it's always a risky play in biotech land. And on the ALK pipeline, it looks like they do have a couple of other things, but the two studies that they dropped a press release on this morning that was not good. Those were their only studies in the phase 3 phase. So the rest of the stuff is early days. And it's anytime you go from 90 to or 80 to 10 in one day, it's painful. So always a risky proposition. Know what you're doing. And on the Sava thing from yesterday, that was a great reminder. I was watching Sava throughout the day, and where's my chart? Hold on,
I pulled it up for you.
No, but you did. Okay, fine, good enough. Then on the Sava thing, it was a great reminder. As like, even if you know the news, even if I was like the magical news fairy and I told you the news before everyone else, that doesn't mean you would know what to do with that information. That doesn't mean you would play it correctly. That doesn't mean the market would move in a way that you would think logical, because how many people actually made money on playing Sava on the upside yesterday, buying on what was a bullish headline? Not very many. I mean, what was the spike happened? You can see it on Ryan's chart. But basically, the whole move happened in the pre-market session on volume of, I don't know. We'll call it 1 million shares at 7:30, from 7:30 to 8 a.m. yesterday morning. We'll just call it 1 million shares traded in that half hour, as opposed to the million shares that traded every 15 minutes.
Spencer, you're looking at about 2.6 million
for the whole day.
No, for the pre-market session.
Okay, so but that's the entire session. The high of the session though happened at like 8 a.m. So everything after that, you were chasing if you're going long. But my point was, like, anyone that bought this thing, I know it had a little pop off the open there, but I would venture a guess that most people who bought this thing yesterday were chasing the move and didn't make money off it. And it was a good headline. It just goes to show, like, sometimes even if you know the news, that doesn't mean it's as simple as buying in the stock, because stocks move in mysterious ways. Good news doesn't always mean stock has to go higher. The stock actually closed down yesterday from an open to close basis. If you go just from 9:30 to 4 o'clock, it closed lower. It's just, market's funny like that. So even if you know the news, Sometimes the move ain't that simple. So I wanted to bring that up because it was a great reminder yesterday. We always talk about that in relation to like news events that everyone knows is coming, like earnings or a Fed meeting. Is like, even if you told me it'd be good or bad, I wouldn't know what to do with the information, right?
Very true.
Sava was that yesterday. So on my list, I mentioned Tesla. That's kind of the only stock that I'm watching this morning because it was trading higher. Seemed like to me it was in a bit of a let's pull up my pro. It seemed like to me it's in a bit of
Oh shit!
What?
Sorry, I just saw the pre-market when you mentioned Tesla. Damn.
Right. So it seemed like to me it had been approaching a bit of a danger zone. Obviously, we've had a couple good days here now, so that low from the other day, the low from the 20th of 893, or no, actually the low from yesterday was 886. So that would kind of be, I mean, that's $100 away, but that would kind of be my bogey for the moment. Anything above that, I'm bullish. So yeah, Elon Musk said he's probably done selling shares. I guess that's good. Not that it was ever that bad to begin with, but yeah, I think that's why Tesla's.
I am so annoyed. Yesterday, I traded a Tesla 935 calls. I bought them at around like $9, and I sold them like at break even, pretty much. And then I wake up and see this. Lovely, splendid. Sorry,
splendid.
CC. Someone's talking about. All right, what's up with this one?
Sea change, SEAC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is that still halted?
No, it's open now and it's rocketing.
Oh, $3.
Isn't this where they were merging or something like that?
And the merger, the news was confirmed.
Triller to become publicly traded through merger with Sea Change.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I have a question. I thought Triller was like a TikTok competitor. Does anyone know?
That's what I remember from hearing Squawk and whatever else. Like,
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think of TikTok as a backdoor to the CCP, so I have no idea about.
You think what?
Triller.
So, but my question is like, how many TikTok competitors are there out there? It seems like there's more than there's at least two that I can think of. Matt Monos has $5 billion valuation. Is that what the deal values Triller at?
Yeah, it's expected to ultimately result in the value of the combined company at approximately $5 billion. That is exactly right.
Oh man.
Triller believes it's positioned to become a leading AI-powered social media platform for content creators and commerce, and is anticipated to be publicly traded on the national exchange.
WSW has this comment in the chat. If you own SEAC, if you own that ticker, you're going to end up owning 2% of the combined company. Yo. Oh no, I guess it would be current shareholders. Well, no. So guys, know what you're buying. If you're buying a stock on a deal, understand the structure of that deal. Understand what you're entitled to as far as future profits and ownership stake. That's probably why the stock is only $3.
This is why we're live trading and not live investing. And our man Chris is going to have an article on this soon. So
thank you, nice. Chris.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
God, help me understand this deal. I mean, the news was out last week, so
yeah, the news was out, and I remember that because I traded it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like I moved on. You know what I mean? I think it was on the 20th, if not before that the news came out. But whatever. Yeah, so that's why I was like, wait a minute, this sounds familiar.
Yeah. So it's confirmed this morning, I guess. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Whatever you guys are watching in the chat, drop your tickers in. Noel's watching PTPI. Wasn't that was not on the radar yesterday? PTPI. I feel like it was. I'll go back to my
yeah.
Gosh, it's so quiet. I was looking up trading volume this morning. I was looking at this week and next week over the last few years, and it's something like there's like 40 to 45% less trading volume in the last 2 weeks of the year than there are in a normal week. So, and we're getting to the end of the week now, and tomorrow you get the day before 3-day weekend. It's going to be really quiet out there, I suspect. So, we'll see.
Yeah, I really wonder if sorry, I'm so out of it today. I wonder if we're going to have a you know how in January you had GME and all that stuff. I wonder if there's gonna be any other saga like that. Obviously, who can predict the future, and we can,
Yeah,
we can nibble on that later. But
it's an
just
interesting thought,
something I
though.
was thinking about.
Like, I'm also thinking about, like, and we talked about this morning on pre-market prep, is like some kind of a January effect. There are so many stocks that have been like, and I've repeated, I'm repeating myself every day now, but that have been just brutalized this year.
Yeah.
Once the tax selling is done, we get a clean slate? Do we get some buying across the board in ARC stocks, in Zoom, in Heladoc, Robinhood? Pick your poison, basically. Any Alibaba, which is down again today, right? Do you get a bounce in all those names? I could see that happening.
Yeah. I don't know. Should be interesting. Micron, by the way, I did go ahead and grab some shares. My fill was $90.39 on Micron. Stop loss will be 80. Stop loss will be 89.75.
SPACs in general, sure. I mean, I could easily see a scenario where you see broad-based buying and all the SPACs, right? However many hundred there are right now. I could easily see that scenario. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, Mad Crew Airsoft. I'm curious. I also use Fidelity Active Trader Pro, but not on a regular basis. I'm curious what you think of that app, because I find it definitely can drag my computer down at times. Not that I have the best computer, I don't, but I'd be curious to get your thoughts, Mad Crew, on Fidelity's desktop app, because I also use that one. Anyway, okay, let's go back to the movers tool.
Real quick. Berlin says WTF is up with RKT, Benzinga. I mean, it's
every
flat.
day.
What?
Every day we get asked about this stock.
But what's it doing? Well, I don't understand the context there. There's no news. It's flat. I mean, nothing's up.
Well, there was
understand.
There was news, but it was not market moving news. They bought a company yesterday, or they announced yesterday that they were buying a company, or maybe that was 2 days ago now. But I don't know. I think what we have to do is get an analyst on who understands the space better than we do, and because it's sort of a head scratcher. That and UWMC, sort of head scratchers to me. I don't own either of them, but you would assume housing market being on fire. I think maybe what he's referring to, Ryan, is the fact that RKT is at an all-time low. Or yesterday it was at an all-time low.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's strange.
I mean, it's a pretty nasty chart. It's a pretty nasty chart, that's for sure. And we are pounding the lows here.
Yeah.
Big news, no movement, no nothing. You guys are in the building. Why is this company
okay?
Yeah.
Born to be free.
I don't have an answer for you.
Born to be free. Ryan and Zunaid are not in the building, but I am. Do you want me to go upstairs and start knocking on doors and be like, yo?
You should drag Jay down by his ear and sit him down, and we should talk to him.
I don't have key card access to get up there. I can't just rock up to the elevator and go like,
okay, tip, guys. When someone says they don't have key card access, tell them to get a Savage screwdriver. You know, that little black and yellow one? It pops those things right open. Key cards are a kind of a joke, Spence. We'll get you up there.
What are you, a freaking secret agent in your spare time?
I mean, by night, yeah.
All right.
That's fair.
They don't let us on the other floors of this building. I'm confined to the first 2 floors.
I'm confined.
They don't let me go anywhere. That's okay. I like this floor. Gosh,
it knows things.
I'm I like this floor. That's funny.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that right? That's no volume this morning. Seeing Oscar Health bid up, OSCR, recent IPO. No news. Okay, very low volume this morning. BBIG is a bargain. Guys, we're trying to get BBIG on Benzinga Live. I hope after the new year we can get them on the show. They're being they are avoiding us, or they're avoiding press in general right now, not just us, but we are trying to get them on the show. So work in progress. We're trying. I have people DM me every day about BBIG. I'm trying.
Is it like a bad story or something? I don't know.
Yeah, basically they say they're going to do things and then those things don't happen. And people are, if you pull up a chart, you can see what people are upset.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, looks like it had a little bounce from 2, but it also had a drop from like 10. So there's that. And I just got an alert that Micron is at 90.15. All right.
2 minutes to open here, folks.
Oh shoot, I lost track of the clock. Okay, let's do this.
I got you, Spence.
Let's do this before the open real fast. Where is my
With that alert, I did go ahead and get filled again on Micron at $90.05, which is not the best sign at the open, but we will see how it goes. And am I actually made in India? Yes, I was. Someone asked about that in the chat. Made in India, raised in the States.
Let's do a real fast crypto update here. All right, this is interesting. All right, you have ETH moving the other way. You got green across the board. Actually, Bitcoin, I would call that flat. I would call that flat. Bitcoin might technically be up, but up less than 0.1%. I call that flat. ETH actually down 0.25 percentage point this morning, so that's notable. Insofar as the rest of the heat map is green, but this is going to be the first holiday season where I own any crypto. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the market, on the crypto markets Friday, over the weekend, and over next weekend too, when things are quieter, just to see how things behave. Because it's the first year I actually have an interest in doing so. I'm curious how. I always like watching crypto, the market when the stock market's closed for a holiday or whatever. I like paying attention to that stuff. So, but anyway, ETH moving the other way today, down below $4,000. Rest of crypto in the green, at least right now. If you want free Bitcoin, it is so easy to get it. All you have to do is download the Voyager app, use the offer code ZING, fund your account with $100 and make your first trade, and they will give you $50 in Bitcoin for free. So check it out. And I'm just in time for the opening bell.
Well, out of Micron. Good God. Remind me to never do this pre-market nonsense.
Dude, pre-market's hard.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't trade in the pre-market at all.
Jesus, man.
Gets me crushed. Apple pushing out of the gate here. Nice to see.
Bring up Ryan's screen. Let's see what Ryan's watching.
I had BBIG up because I couldn't believe you guys were talking about it again.
Fine. I'll bring on my scanner. Let's go.
No, it's fine. I just was explaining what I had on there. BRTX hitting the scanner here out of the gate. Let's see. Trying to bounce. Don't believe it though. SQQQ on the scanner here. Interesting. Let's take a VIX right around 20. PTPI offering today.
Ugh, what an idiot move.
See if it actually trades back into that gap.
Oh, what the heck? What is that? All right,
it's probably my red trade on Micron.
No, that's an odd lot print is what that is. I forget what I said about Oscar. That was an odd lot print. What do we have off the open here? Continuation. No, Tesla off its high now. Slight dip in Tesla. Nothing too crazy. I'd probably be looking to buy dips.
Apple is just rocketing.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it had what is that, like a dollar move almost?
Yeah.
I am in the revenge mode for Micron. I am so
Zunaid!
I know. I'm like looking at. I'm like,
you're better than this, Zunaid.
I'm like, you piece of shit. You get over $90.
Don't succumb to the dark side.
I don't have $1 million, but if I did, I'd buy all of it. I hate you.
Can I just say the other week when I did some tax loss selling, and I cleared out all the losers that I had, and my portfolio looks so clean. Isn't
that always nice and fun?
I got all gainers right now. It's awesome.
It's great, and it also like helps you psychologically to be better as well. You know what I mean? I think it does.
I'm a genius.
Relax.
I'm up in all of my positions except for SoFi. That's the exception. SoFi is the one thing that I got the one loser that I didn't sell. I'm holding that bag. But anyway, I feel like a genius now, even though I know I'm not. What else? CalAmp had earnings.
Our cat's popping. They had contract news. Tesla bouncing off the little profit take right out of the open. ALLK not really bouncing at all, just kind of hanging out around 10. Yeah, be careful with this one if you touch this one. No touch for me.
Just keep an eye on the chat. Sorry, chat. Super SpacMan to sell SoFi by Rocket. I don't want to sell SoFi right now. I'll keep it. MTTR going strong. He's watching. Let's see. They're watching City. We're watching. Hey, Zunaid.
What's up?
Let's just keep an eye since you brought it up. I'll keep an eye for you on the TQQQ.
Yes, yeah. Let me bring that up.
It's quiet.
Staring at Micron. Ultra Pro shares. So it's pretty much like what 3x leverage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I am gonna put that. And Apple just went up, coming down.
We got Roblox is popping. Is it? Yeah, Roblox.
Ooh,
Yeah, Roblox.
Apple.
I see you, Roblox. You know what's interesting?
I'm gonna try to bottom pick on Apple. I'm gonna grab the 172.50 calls that expired this week. I went ahead and got filled at $1.70. Excuse me, $1.47. Thanks for the ugly fill E-Trade. God damn. Oh, it's because the stock went right back up. Okay. Anyway,
wait, Zunaid, dumb question.
What's up?
Are you doing markets or limits?
Oh, markets.
Markets, okay.
Ain't nobody got time for limit if I'm trying to get in. Now, when I'm going out, then I will go ahead and do limits. Mainly, yes.
All right.
Anyway, so there's the fill there. What am I looking for? I am looking for it to get back to at least like the 173.50s, which I'm hoping will give me my contracts at least about $2 to give me my first take fill, which would be about 50 cents in the money.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with limit orders. I really do.
For a second, never mind. I'll tell you later because we're on stream. I thought you said something else. Why do you have a love-hate relationship with limit orders?
Yeah, what's the deal there?
Because you will if you throw out a limit order, you probably will never get the price you want because the market makers will always jump ahead of you.
All right, let me explain something to you real quick. If I put a limit order out for 460 and I get filled at 460.0009, I got my freaking price. You are not trading lots where that makes a difference. Please do not cite that as reasons why limit orders don't work. That's absurd. Absolutely absurd. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. I don't know what to say.
You're right, but here's my counter to that.
Stop it.
Here's my counter. Have you ever, and I wanted the chat to answer this too, have you ever thrown out a limit order, had the stock got there, it got to your price, and you did not get filled? Has that ever happened to you? It's happened to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, that's based
to the
on
penny. Yes, but if it goes above, then no.
No. It got to your price, and you did not get it.
Yes, correct. So let's use the exact same example. We have 5,000 shares waiting for purchase at 460, and only 2,000 shares become available at 460. 3,000 people are not going to get filled. 3,000 shares are not going to get filled there.
Okay.
Maybe if you have a damn key card, Spencer, you'd get filled.
So that is why I hate limit orders. And to Ryan's point, it could be if there's 5,000 to buy and there's enough demand there. My point was then you could get jumped in the queue where you get kicked out of line at the back line. But that's why I hate them, or not hate them. That's why I have a love-hate with them because
let me just back out a sec here. Market's really slow. My scanner is really slow. Interrupt me if you guys see something.
Okay, fine.
The thing about like the whole like yes, what you're saying is true. Market makers are definitely they're selling your order flow, right? Unless you're using the interactive brokers feature where you can pay more for an institutional order, your order flow is being sold to the market maker. That's absolutely happening. I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is that for us, And then as well as everyone else, maybe not everyone else, but most of the people watching this, it is not going to matter at all. It might not even make a dollar dent in the P&L over the course of the trade. It is a completely meaningless thing.
Okay,
you know, having you're saying about stops getting hunted that you put out there, that's a different discussion. But actually using a limit order and instead of getting 460, getting 4600009 doesn't matter. When you start trading million share lots, then we'll talk. But until then,
I acknowledge your point, but I have more than one reason. I named the other reason. All right, so there's multiple. I don't hate them. I have a love-hate. I love them. I use them. And sometimes I don't get filled, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. So sometimes, well, that's the other thing. So that's why there's a difference, right? So limit orders don't guarantee that you get filled. They guarantee you a price. Market orders will guarantee that you get filled, but they won't guarantee you a price. Everything is a trade-off. Everything is a trade-off.
The fill on Apple in terms of limit orders that I was hoping to get was 195. It ticked all the way to 192. So unfortunately, can you put my charts up? If you don't mind, Spencer, sir, thank you. You can see here, I'd expected it to be about $2. I was off by a few pennies. So therefore I can't even move this thing properly. There we go. So I didn't get a chance to take my profit there. And now I'm looking at an ugly red candle here in the second half of the 10 minutes with about 2 minutes left to go. But anyway, that's where I wanted to take profit. My limit order was off by 3 cents. Therefore, I did not get to take profit. Sad times.
Maddie Ice says, if you adore her, then Dior her. I have a really quick question. It's kind of off topic. Does anyone have any idea what's going on in the new like cologne commercial with Johnny Depp, where he's like strums the guitar 3 times and there are wolves walking around? Like, I cannot figure out what the hell is going on. And that comment just reminded me about that. And
I don't even know.
If anyone has any insight, let me know, because I don't follow pop culture. I don't know what the hell's going on. I also want to know if Johnny Depp can actually play the guitar, because I'm calling BS.
I don't even know what you're talking about. So
you'll see it. You'll see the commercial. You'll be like, why are these wolves walking around?
I don't know.
Matty Ice, all right, nobody knows. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Nobody has any. I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know.
Anyway,
see the commercial, but whatever. Anyway,
yeah, I digress. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh, digressions. Look, it's a slow day. Digressions are that's fine. It is what it is. Let me do a quick thing. FYI,
this is what I was. Okay. So this is what I was getting at. I think Depp was in a band. That's kind of what I was asking. Andrew, Christopedia, thank you guys for the
Christopedia.
That's what I was asking. Like, is he
funny.
actually in a band? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess so. I don't know why he strums 3 notes and then walks off and the wolves fall. I don't know. It's random.
You've got Apple coming down, man. I should have. I don't know what I could have done, I guess. But anyway,
Apple's still holding in there. We're still above the pre-market. We're actually making a higher low if you take in the 2 lows in the pre-market. So
yeah,
I'm really here to worry about yet.
Yeah, no, I'm just annoyed that wick I couldn't go ahead and get my profits by 3 cents. But it is under VWAP. So what am I looking at? I'm looking for it to go above VWAP, and I'm also taking a look at the SPY, which is testing the red to green, or should be the green to red, and also the VWAP right here in the if you could put my charts up, please, Seth. Right over here in this space. So it's that yellow line that you see. So it's testing that. Apple's rejecting it there. And now you are getting a little bit of bearish activity in Apple. So let's see. Let's see how the cards
is going
get played out
here. So Apple might be going with that SPY.
Yep.
Just kind of turned around, but not really selling off yet. I don't want to go too far. If you play guitar, only wolves show up. You suck at guitar.
Here's what's going to happen. If I lose money today, I'm blaming it on the Oreo truffles that I had last night and how they have just dragged me down in life. That's what I'm blaming it on.
I saw a thing about Oreo wine yesterday.
Oreo wine?
Wine?
You guys see that? That's what I said.
That's a Ryan department.
You heard me.
That's a Ryan department as he Googles where to order it with.
That's exactly what Barefoot plus Oreo Thins red wine blend. What the F am I looking at?
I'm not lying.
Oh, man.
No, I didn't think that you were lying. I just couldn't believe that, someone did this. Like, there was a group of people that said, this is a good idea. No, it isn't.
I can't believe you've done this. Yes. That's
all right. Look, I'm not making the same mistake I made last time. I'm going to go ahead and sell a quarter of my Apple contracts here at $1.93. Got filled. I'm out. So got in at $1.47, got out quarter size at $1.93. Now we've always talked about how the previous close can be support and or resistance, and we saw it right here with Apple trying to get over it. So for now, quarter locked in. We'll see what happens with the rest.
Our cat trying to curl here off 215.
Sorry, Ryan. I'll get your chart up on the screen. There we go. All right. As a programming note, I do have to hop off at 10 to record a segment with Trade Zero. Just an FYI, everyone.
Ooh, Trade Zero.
Pins is spiking. Pins is spiking. Does anyone know what's going on with pins?
No.
Okay, it's just a pairing suggestion. They didn't make a wine that is Oreo flavored. Okay, Calvo, that's better to hear that.
It's not just pins, Ryan. Actually, if you want to look at Snap as well, Twitter just bounced. Okay. So
there must be something going on there then.
Well, you know what?
I don't hear anything.
Let me check. What though? It's I'm like, my default is to always say that the reason for a move is because of something broad-based in the market. Like, oh, is that up? Oh, it's because all of tech is up. My default is never to hunt.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it. There's chatter from I guess Elliot. Maybe
Elliot, they get shit done.
Yeah, so that's why pins is popping. I'm seeing that on Twitter.
Yeah, you've got folks buying the $38 calls coming in on the ask for this week. So if you're going to try to play a lotto, let's do that. Screw it, whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say
$38 calls for this week got filled at 42 cents.
I'm actually going to take the January calls because they're not that expensive.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Are we still on Pinterest here, or do we move?
Yeah, we're on Pinterest.
Okay. Can I say something? It's a report from Deal Reporter. All right. I cannot remember a single time where a Deal Reporter report was accurate. Honestly, I don't know of a single time where Deal Reporter reported a rumor and it came to fruition.
You're saying sell my calls that I just bought.
I went in small. I'm seeing on Twitter. So the Jan 41 calls, there's 3,000 traded now. I'm long those. My average price is 113. I'm in small. I'll take these to zero if I have to.
Yeah, it's a lot of type trade. By the way, Apple, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of another quarter here at $2. So now I am out half the size. My next profit taking is going to be at $2.20 for the other quarter. And then we'll have one remaining to let it keep doing whatever the heck it wants to do. But let's go.
Wyatt Garcia, what do you need, man? Wyatt needs help with naked, NAKD. Wyatt.
I don't. I think that help with. Never mind. I don't. What do you need help with? I don't understand.
Wyatt, tell us. I assume you're long, and I assume you're long from a much higher price. I'm not quite sure what we can say. Ryan, didn't you say it was a reverse split? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was like a 1-15 reverse split, I believe, this morning.
So Wyatt, however many shares you owned yesterday, you own 15 fewer shares now. Is how but the value of it just went up, right? Because you own your stake didn't change, but you have fewer shares that are worth more money. I will just say this: generally speaking, stocks that do reverse splits are in what's called a death spiral. You only do a reverse split to get your stock price higher.
That's especially true if you continue to reverse split, right? If you're in a habit of doing these reverse splits over and over again, that's the death spiral you're talking about, Spence.
Yeah, it's basically very, very, very difficult to get out of. I can't tell you what to do. I don't know where you're in it from. All I can say is,
Godspeed.
Taking losses is a valuable learning experience. And I would say to maybe consider that. I don't know how much pain you can take. How much pain can you take? I don't know. I'm not you. If it were me, I would have been long gone. I would have been long gone because the all-time high in naked is now over $1,000 after today's reverse split.
If you can't take a lot of pain, don't take this trade. I went ahead and got the Affirm AFRM. The 105 calls for this week got filled at $2. Why? Because I told you guys that if it came over 104, I'd set an alert, came back. Now I see that it was holding VWAP, so that's why I got in. And look at Apple. There you go. Let's see what those Apple calls are at now. All right, perfect. They're at 228. Went ahead and took another quarter. So now we just have 1 quarter left, and we will let it ride. Hopefully get to 174s if possible. But anyway, those are the 2 trades that I'm in. And now you can see Micron, little piece of. All right. Anyway.
All right. Chrisopedia's Triller article just dropped. So I'm going to read that and understand what the hell is going on here.
Drop the link. Drop the link, Chris.
I'm in Pro. There's no link in Pro. I'll have to find it on Benzinga. Hold on. I'll find it on Benzinga real fast. Go to recent. There it is. All right. Here's your link to those who want more details about what the heck is going on. There it is in chat. Now, let me read.
He said, let me read. That's fine.
Let's see change. Because Trillers don't care. I still don't even know what the hell Triller is. I know it's a social media app, but like, who's on it? Is Benzinga on Triller? Do we need to be on Triller? Is that a thing now? I don't know.
Well, we'll bring it up at the next social media meeting that we have.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Pinterest heating up here, just completely vertical.
Yes, it is. Those calls that we purchased at 42 cents are now going for 67 on the bid, baby.
Ooh.
I need to wake up late more often.
We got some options buying. Yeah, $38 in Pinterest now. Whoa.
Yep, now 74. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take off at least half my size here at 75 cents on the bid. I am out. In at 42, out at 75.
Nice.
And then the rest, I will just go ahead and have a break even of 40 cents. But that is it for me on Pinterest. Apple looking pretty good here. We're already profitable in that. Don't let that green trade go red. Affirm, I think we are only up 2%. So nothing too crazy at all whatsoever.
Chris in the chat just dropping serious knowledge here. Triller, social media platform, creator monetization, TikTok rival. List the names of Trump, Bieber, and Alicia Keys. Boy, is that a list.
So
those three in the same room
question
together.
is like, what, like people like TikTok is good supposedly because of the algorithm and because it gives a lot of people more room to be creative with their content. Is Triller the same thing in that it's got way more like editing capabilities? I'm not on TikTok either, so I only see TikToks via other people and Reddit basically and Twitter.
Is it just me, or do just the good TikToks like make it to Twitter and Reddit, and like the crappy TikToks like just kind of die off in TikTok land?
And vice versa too, right? Only the best of a given platform make it to other platforms, right? That's kind of that's a good theory, right? Like only the best tweets make it to Reddit. And
I'll say this: only the best tweets make it to TikTok with some dude going like this, and then those are the ones that end up making it on Reddit. You know what I mean? Pinterest, by the way, we're getting spammed. It's the same individual. Okay.
Yeah, you guys, you don't need to spam pins. We know we took lottos. We're both in it.
We see
we're in it.
Yeah. I get that you're excited.
Dude, it's at 92 cents on the bid. Please lock some in because you have no idea how quickly this will take away your gains. I swear, if you don't lock in at least half, if not 3/4 right here, you got 100% within a matter of minutes.
You're at 100% already on your calls?
Yeah, I got the lottos at 42 cents, and now they're going.
No, that's right. I bought
January's.
I'm sorry.
I bought the lottos.
I'm not at 100% yet. So
yeah, I have commitment issues. I'm not. No, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. No.
All right. For those who are still,
you're on Match.com for trading. I'm on Tinder. All right.
For those who are still watching,
can I get on Bumble where the stocks that are making money ask me out? That's the
no, Ryan. I heard they got rid of that.
That's called an IPO.
Maybe they didn't. Something else.
Baron, yeah, Johnny Plays and the Wolves are just cool. Okay, I guess it was just over my head.
I just saw SOPA halted on a circuit breaker. If you're watching SOPA from the other day, so we're halted on a circuit breaker in SOPA. If that's still your thing.
Oh man, Affirm. I really like how this is holding the VWAP here. I like it. Now, doesn't matter if I like it or not. It needs to work. I think we probably are down a few percent. Yeah, we're down about 3% on the calls.
Whoa.
Which is interesting because...
tough day.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, just to recap, the trades that I'm in is Affirm, and then the Apple, we're already out 3/4 of it with profit. The rest, we're just gonna let it ride or sell it at break even. But
Yeah, you guys want to see a stock?
Roblox, John.
You guys want to
Sorry.
see an IPO? It's been a disaster. I'm sorry, not an IPO. A SPAC. BuzzFeed has been
dude, yeah,
a disaster.
yeah.
Look at this thing.
Who didn't see that coming? Like literally, who did not see that
Oh,
coming?
I mean,
How are
somebody.
you going to SPAC a fake news?
Especially
company? You're like, "Oh, this is gonna work."
especially because they had investors pull out before the deal, like a decent amount or something like that. Right? Like they had individuals who were pulling out before they went public or something.
They didn't actually, and this is what I when I meant when I said know the structure of the deal of what if you're buying a stock on a deal. BuzzFeed actually didn't end up getting any proceeds from their SPAC deal. And the valuation in the process got smaller.
Yeah.
So this has been a train wreck.
Real quick, Affirm, you're now up about 25%. I'm going to go ahead and take a quarter as it's coming up to 105. So I went ahead and locked in some gains on Affirm. It is high of day, so we're hoping for it to keep on churning, but I am going to lock it in. Basically, what I'm going to do, since I don't know what time we're getting off, at every 25%, I'm going to lock in another quarter, and I will make sure not to let it go below VWAP. So locked in a quarter at 25, we'll lock in another at 50%, then 75, and then 100.
Do you guys think you want to hang out at 10 after I hop, or do you want to hop when I hop?
I am relying on Ryan because I think he's logged in and he has access to do whatever.
I can hang for a bit.
All right, cool.
I will probably be back at like 10:20.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll hang out till you get back. How about that?
Hey, when you talk to Trade Zero, tell them to get an API.
Okay.
So just tell them Zunaid said so.
Let them know. Let them know. You want to hop on? You want to hop on? Let them know.
I mean, I'll be on with the CEO. You want to tell him yourself? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
Be like, hey, here's a peasant that wants to tell you something.
Got an API.
But no, seriously though, I mean, IBKR has an API, and I'm like, hey, Trade Zero. I really like Trade Zero. I had their platform. I like the trading and the execution and the speed. But it's like, man.
Okay, Ronan, Zunaid, how do you know a stock is at a high of the day, like Affirm?
So if you look at the chart, so when I had said it was high a day.
Okay. Zunaid meant it's at the high of the day so far. That's what he meant. He didn't say the high of the day is in. Just so
yeah, no. Sorry. Session highs, I guess, is more appropriate. But no, I don't mean like, oh, hey, this is as high as it'll go. Or else I would not say, hey, I'm going to sell another quarter 25% up from here. No, I just meant session highs, which is right there where I called it. That's all. That is all. I don't know why I said it like that.
Let's check on this stock. How are we doing today? We're up a buck. All right. Interesting. Hertz up a buck today. You know what's quiet off its earnings report is BlackBerry. I mean, it's down 4%. Someone just joined our stream. What the heck?
Is it Mitch?
Mitch showed up.
Mitch showed up. There you go. He probably went to Disney to do your DD, and he has a report back.
What's up, guys?
Where are you
What's up, pal?
I'm at my house. I'm home.
Huh?
I came home. Now I'm back home. You just don't see the lights on and everything. But what's going on, guys? I just wanted to peek in.
Were you not supposed to be home this early? Because apparently Spencer is very surprised.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be home this early. You know, Spencer already given me the get back to it. But yeah, what's going on, man?
Wait, I thought we agreed that you were gonna go to Orlando and do some DD and look at how crowded it was. And
I did. I just went. I just did it earlier. So I'll give you guys some research when I come back. For right now, I'm gonna hold it off.
Okay.
Because the market's still crazy. Hasn't decided where it wants to go. So, hey, what's going on out there?
Well, how was
the market, man?
How was the trip? Is what I want to know.
The trips went well. You know, got to have some fun. Okay. Eat some lobster. You know, can't eat lobster in Colorado. You just just don't know where that lobster came from. But yeah, I had some good time. Got some mahi.
How crowded was the airport and the plane? Out of curiosity.
So at least I flew out of a smaller airport here in Colorado Springs, so that was easy. But definitely MCO, that was a mess. Orlando is one of the it's the highest traffic, one of the highest traffic airports in all the United States. And yeah, definitely backed up lines and craziness. And hey, it's the holidays.
All right. Well, to answer your question about how the market's going today, it's very quiet, insanely quiet out there, Mitch. There is very little.
Seems quiet.
The SPY is flat. The Qs are up a smidgen. The Russell is down a smidgen. Bitcoin might as well be flat, basically. So it's really quiet. There's not a lot of big movers besides Pinterest and Tesla. Kind of
looks like Monday was pretty tough waking up and seeing that down there by the 450s, but looks like we're just stuck in a zone.
Yeah, yesterday was kind of a buy everything day, buy everything except for consumer staples and utilities, and today it's not quite the same. Although everything that, like, even though there's more red on the screen than green, the red is not. It's not a deep red. It's like a light red. You know what I mean? It's got nothing is really down big today.
What is this new company I'm seeing here? ZGN. It's an apparel company up today. Whoa. Maybe somebody can fill us in. I have no idea of this company.
Let's check in the pro, and I don't know. It's a new one for me too.
I'll be back, Beach Bum. No worries. Melbourne always calls my name. Got to be a beach bum.
GPI is strong out of the gate here too. Man, the scanner is just dead. This is really, really slow.
There's nothing today.
I came to
Ryan,
trades,
I'm gonna need to schedule. I'm gonna schedule a call with you, Ryan, so I can know your scanner settings and all that, because I need to utilize.
You schedule a call here.
Wait, let's do it right now.
Do it right now.
All right, fine. I mean, there's a lot more that Ryan has in terms of option settings and stuff that he has. But anyway, Ryan, go ahead. Take it off.
So this is my bread and butter scanner here. So here are the 4 active filters that I have. Type, this is on by default, right? This is basically just scanning for stocks.
Would you mind zooming in so I can take a screenshot?
Yeah, actually, I was just looking at the broadcast here. This will make it easier to see. Okay,
Perfect.
Here you go. So, right, so this is the scanner that I'm going to use pretty much every single day without question. And the reason, and I'll explain why. So first of all, we're looking for stocks here. I want things that are liquid, right? I'm not really interested in stuff that's trading 2,000, 3,000 shares. I'm certainly not interested in that for day trading. So I want liquid things. They have to at least trade 1 million shares a day. The reason I stick with 1 million is because I still want this to give me results. If not the market events, right? I still want it to be liquid to get in and out. The big one here is going to be RVOL. And please understand, if you've used RVOL before, understand that RVOL can work in different ways. And it's really important that you understand how it works. In this particular one, if you mouse over the question mark, it will tell you exactly how this filter works and then give you an example. So this is looking at RVOL in a specific time period. So right now it's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's looking from 10 to 10:05 for the RVOL aggregation. And it's expressing that as a percentage. So by having 3 in the minimum, I'm telling the system that this needs to be trading at least 300% the average volume in this time period. In this 5-minute time period. That's going to limit quite a bit. Now, because I'm a long bias trader and I'm looking for the long setups, I also want a stock that is trading up. Ideally, the stock has come in and then started to curl back up. So I'm measuring that by doing change percent over 1 minute, and I'm doing a very, very small value here, 0.2%. I don't want to wait until the stock's already put in a 1% move. I want to try to catch it as early on as possible and then avoid as many fake outs as possible. I tinker with this number. I normally settle around 0.2 to 0.4, depending on the market and what I'm looking for. RVOL, I will jostle this back between 3 and 5. Obviously, the lower it is, the more results that you're going to have. So today, I'm not even going to bother putting it on 5 with everything being a little bit slower. So what this is trying to do is this is trying to find moves that have volume pouring in and that are moving to the upside. It's my hope that I'm able to either scalp that or jump on the momentum train.
Sweet. I actually want to take a screenshot and put it in our Slack group just for me to use later.
You want me to walk you through mine real quick, and then I got to hop?
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it.
All right, so I've got 4 scanners, right? Ryan's got 2. I've got 4. Ryan's looking for stocks moving on unusual volume to the upside. I'm looking for anything that's moving in the last few minutes, and I'm also looking for the top movers, gainers and losers from the opening bell onward. I don't really care so much about the pre-market because I know what happened already. So the left side of my screen, I've got I've got the same filters on for the top left and the bottom left, and I'll bring them up here. I filter by price. I filter out the super low price stocks, anything below $5 because I'm not interested in that. I filter also like Ryan on volume, but I have a much lower filter, a lower threshold for volume than Ryan does. And then the type is set by default, right? Common stocks, ETFs, and ADRs. And I'm sorting by change percentage from the open. And I do that for both scanners on the left side. And I have 1 for gainers, 1 for losers. And that's all. That column is all I'm paying attention to, really. And I look at that. And from there, my eyeballs will go to volume and market cap to get an idea for, like, how big a deal are we talking about, really? Like, how big a deal is this stock? If I don't know the ticker off the top of my head. So left side is for movers, upside and downside from the opening bell. Right side is kind of the same idea. It's just over the last 5 minutes is all I care about. What's moving the most in the last 5 minutes? And I have 1 extra filter on there, and that is by market cap. I filter out anything that's below, basically anything that's a micro cap or a nano cap stock. I filter that out. So anything below $300 million in market cap, I filter that out. And I use same format, 1 for gainers, 1 for losers. So I know that the right-hand side is for 5-minute movers. The left-hand side is for over the entire session from the open onward. And that's how I use my scanner. That's that. Pretty simple.
Sweet. Appreciate you showing that.
And actually, by the way, just to kind of tease this a little bit, I actually talked to the developer I talk to the developers every day, but yesterday I talked to the developer who's works on the scanner, and he told me we have some exciting things coming. So understand, this is one of our newer tools. We hear you out there. We know that you want the ability to scan and be as specific as possible. We are going to continue to add scanner filters to that tool so that you can create the scans that you're looking for.
Nice.
I'm gonna get into a trade here real quick. PLTR. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the. Damn it! What I grab? The $19 calls got filled at 67 cents. Basically, my stop loss will be if it goes from red to green. So I'm hoping to kind of dip by here. Trying to be a hero.
I have to hop. I will hope to be back in 20 or so minutes. But now that Mitch is here, I don't feel as bad leaving you guys. So I'll be back in a few. Stay green, and I hope when I come back, you guys are all millionaires.
Godspeed.
Yeah, just load the pressure up. No problem.
Okay, done.
And he's out. Spencer has left the chat.
Boom.
Apple's coming down. Apple. Okay, so I'm gonna that last quarter that we had on Apple. Just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and trade out of that one. So we were able to lock in profits on 3/4 of it. Going to go ahead and get out of the last quarter here. If it does come back to the 172.20s again, like it did here to test the lows, I would go ahead and grab some more calls. But for now, I am out. Just managing risk, especially because of firm. Even though we took a quarter profit, it's coming right back down as well. Mitch, Ryan, if you could share my screen.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
Whoa. We both did it. And I clicked remove.
Boom.
There you go. So yeah, this is a session low that I was talking about. If it comes back to test this right over here, I would go ahead and get some more calls. But for now, since in the 5-minute it broke below VWAP, I am out. A firm is testing the green to red and the VWAP right there, so I need that to hold. And I'm hoping that the Palantir 1890 will not break, or else I would be out of that as well.
Guys, EVTL halted. This is the second halt of the day for EVTL. And this is halted twice on 289,000 shares.
I was looking for movers.
You got one.
I mean, this isn't a mover you could try to trade, though. Unless you want to pick and choose and guess where life would be.
No.
Why not?
I will avoid that.
You going to put some money into that one? What do you mean? You don't know if it's going to halt up or halt down. Like no pattern there?
Why not, man?
All right. Apparently, Mitch went to Disney and just made a deal with Mickey Mouse and had millions of dollars come in.
Nah, I'm looking at ZGN right here. Thinking about taking it off the VWAP. 1230s would be the risk. Looking for it to get back up to 13. Looking for some volume to show up. I did see 5,000 shares go through at 1232. So I'm thinking about picking up here 1250s. Just considering it right now.
You've got someone in the chat asking, how do you pay yourself when you trade? Well, I will say this. I personally would not trade if you were doing it to pay the bills, because then what happens is psychologically you're thinking, crap, I can't lose money. I have to do this. I have to get this gain, right? So I would make sure that you have some type of income already stabilized so that when you're trading, you are not trying to pay your Comcast bill. You're doing it to grow your wealth. So that's the first thing. Secondly, after you've had that, then you actually just want to make sure you collect. I would go ahead and pay yourself every month, and collect it. And maybe talk to a CPA about setting up a company, and then that's how you get paid and all that stuff. That way you can take advantages of our tax code, but do it the legal way. But do not trade if it is to pay the bills. Please don't, because you'll only make things worse based on research.
Tried to do it. Tried to do it. It's not easy. Yep. If you're gonna do that, I mean, if you're gonna do this as your only income stream, you need to have an account large enough to weather both market downturns and your own downturns, because we've talked about it a million times. No one is perfect. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna go through periods where you're not making money, and like Zunaid says, if you're chipping away at your trading capital in order to pay your Comcast bill, you're already in the death spiral, and eventually you're going to be in trouble. So if you're doing this, if you hit a big trade and you take some out, allocate that. You're going to have to pay tax on that. Don't take out more than, you're going to have to then pay for taxes in the next year. Be ready for that. And Zunaid's advice about talking to a CPA, do that. Maybe that might be the smartest thing to do. The last thing that you want to do is make $100,000, withdraw $60,000 of that, and then have a tax burden for $50,000 that you can't pay the next year.
Yeah,
that's how people really get in trouble. So take out what you need. Don't overspend.
And I believe if you're self-employed, you got to pay that quarterly. So again, look, it's the perfect time. It's the end of the year. Do your research. Talk to a CPA. Matter of fact, I kid you not. Here, let me see if I can show it. I literally have a tax conversation with my CPA later today. So literally, it's the perfect time to go ahead and figure out the best way to set yourself up for the next year, so that you can take advantage and keep as many profits as possible. Looking around a firm. Close the 5-minute below VWAP, but I'm still going to go ahead and see what it can do for us. PLTR really needed to hold here at 19. I don't want it to fully go ahead and try to test it, so I really want it to hold here. Are any of you classified as professional traders?
I am not.
Yeah.
I'm a regular guy.
I'm not registered, but I do this for a living. So I'm going to say no.
No, the key there is it's just paying more data fees, right? I mean, and the only way I'm going to be paying more data fees is if I'm getting some money somewhere. It wouldn't make sense for me to be a professional right now, but I'm getting pretty close. Once I get my CMT, certain people will start classifying that professional. So.
Webcoin calling out RCAT. RCAT definitely a nice move, right? Held that 220 area, really kind of busted right through 245, and we're popping here. Got as high as 274. Nice little pop here.
Bum 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 bum.
I'm looking for trades, man, but I don't see anything out there, man.
We've been saying it since we started, Mitch. It has been slow today, and you know what? On days like today, don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. If you don't see a setup, it's okay, man. It's the holidays. Don't worry about it. It'll be back.
I'll have to go watch ESPN, man.
You can do better than ESPN. Come on.
Why do you think I came on?
What? Because ESPN is Garbo?
Exactly. It's like, I'm not getting anything out of this.
Man, the one thing I hate, I don't say hate, the one thing I don't like about Palantir type of stocks, such as your Fords, your Palantirs, is that like it
Oh, I
doesn't
don't mind
move
that
fast
chart.
enough. It doesn't move fast enough, man. Like I need
I
something
don't
that'll
mind
like
that.
go up and down and like, keep it moving. It's like, bro, you're going up 2 pennies and coming down 2 pennies. Like, come on. Either take my money quick or tell me I'm rich, but stop dragging me along. Only to tell me that it's not you, it's me.
Just like the ladies for you, man. I know.
Josu, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Mr. Cervantes will go with. We do not recommend or sponsor any CPA. I would invite you to do some of that due diligence yourself. We don't have any we recommend.
I always laughed when one of my professors was like, "You're doing fine. Why don't you just do accounting?" Hell no.
Yeah. Roblox moves in big chunks. I have not looked at Roblox. You know what? Let's do that. Papel, since I am done with you and you decide to go up after on that last quarter, let's take a look at Roblox. Okay, I like Roblox here. Matter of fact, I like how it held 104.50s. Let's see what some of them contracts looking like. All right, got the 105 calls. Okay, not bad. You could do 105 calls, grab them at about $4.80 here and see if we get a test of the 105. Actually, I like it.
SF, I'm classified as a meat popsicle. That's from a movie. I feel like it's Bruce Willis. The Fifth Element. Is it The Fifth Element?
Man, you're going back if you're going to the fifth.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm gonna look it up.
Tesla.
It's like the movie you find on.
Yep, it sure is. Man, great. Oh, that's sweet. That's a blast from the past right there. Good call, SF. I like that.
So we're talking about Tesla in the chat. You can look at the right side of my screen. I had an alert set to buy some Tesla at 952 area because I wanted 950s to be kind of like my stop loss area. And you can see it did not go all the way down. It missed my target by $5. And then it said, I'm going to go up by 30. Screw you. So anyway, that's what's going on with Tesla. I like it. It's above VWAP. Not bad. You can, as always, I mean, it sounds like a broken tip recorder, but that's how I trade. Below VWAP, you're out. Breaks that trend, especially because that's where the EMA is for me. If that breaks, I am out. I'm not in the trade for now, but if I was, that's how I trade it. And Rivian just still, if it breaks this 94, good idea to get short. Stop loss would be above the VWAP, which is 95. Let's see what Palantir is doing. Let's go back to Palantir. PLTR. Here we go. There you go.
Donkey Kong struggling with the 30 handle. That was for you, Mitch.
Is that DraftKings? Okay.
Yeah, you can do those.
Oh, so okay, listen. DraftKings.
Donkey Kong.
Keep an eye on DraftKings if for some reason any major league sports cancels or postpones their season. I don't want to say highly likely, highly unlikely. I don't have the stats enough to say that, but that question was asked to Adam Silver, and he said, right now we have no plans to postpone it. It's just something we're going to have to live with, all of that. This isn't a political conversation. I'm talking about in a trade strategy. Keep your ears open because if any major sports leagues cancel and or postpone, could be a trading opportunity to the downside for DraftKings.
Well, we already got some postponements. I mean, we got.
I'm talking about the league, not just the games.
Yeah,
the games being postponed, whatever. But
yeah,
if the league gets
that's
postponed,
all that's going to happen right now, at least. But definitely, always watch the sports. The sports are what called it last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although we are at a pretty good bounce spot here. I mean, if you look at the chart
now, a lot of volume starting to come in there. 907s, 910. There's a couple thousand shares going through there. There's 2,000 at 910. Definitely people taking the shot here. I mean, you can see it on the tape, right? When you start seeing it change from 100 orders to 1,000, now you see 3,900. Now you see 2,700. Those are people loading up into the move, looking to get that break so that they can sell into it with big share size. So that's why I look at the time and sales to look for those big orders because you can start catching them. And you can see there clearly at 910 and 907, the orders started flowing through on what side? The ask side. And you started seeing some volume pile in there. I'm going to look for a little bit of a pullback right here to about 907, and then I'd take a shot too.
Chris was saying, with the
NFL,
there were games Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You know, has someone help me out? Is there any way to bet college games on DraftKings? Because we're at that time of the year where there's a bunch of these little bowl
games. You can bet everything, man.
If it's legal in your state,
Ryan, go get some free money, man. Go get the free money. Have some fun.
Can you pet the kitty for me?
Yeah, Hendrix. Hendrix trying to have fun.
Okay, so I mean, I think that's, you know, speaking of that, I think that might actually play in here. Remember, there's a bowl season is huge. That's exactly what Chris was saying. Bowl season is huge, and this is that time of the year where we have all of those games. Like every day, there's some type of game. So even if the NFL is off, there's probably something else that you can do.
Specifically, I was saying, into the Super Bowl, into the NFL playoffs, you get the bowls to finish through. That gives the momentum into betting. Then you also get the NFL playoffs to start.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to see more betting. So,
looking around here, folks.
Yeah, you got a firm that
is the only
went
one
ahead
that I
and
see.
Came up nicely there. You've got the NVIDIA 300 calls coming in for this week for about $1.25. If you guys want to take a shot, I am in too many trades at the moment that I can't handle more. I'm in Roblox. I'm in Affirm, Palantir. So I'm going to hold off on those for now. Micron just never got through 90, did you, pal? Nope, you still trying to figure out your own life. All right, do you? I add Palantir here to my list. There we go. Yeah, I like how 19 held on Palantir. Again, the stop loss is going to be 18.90, so we're still in this trade. The contracts, though, let's see what the contracts are at. First fill was where is it at? They're at 64 cents. So we are in the red at the moment.
Lottery.com picking up with volume here, trading up off of its off the level. Let's see what the next spot is here on Lottery.
Yeah, I was seeing that it was moving. There's some SPACs that are moving today.
Yeah, 670 looks to be the next spot here on Lottery.
The volume keeps coming in near now 913's there for Palantir. Looks like you're getting it on the bid side. That's a good sign there for the time in sales. Could think about taking it here at 915's, but I don't think there's that much on the upside. The upside's only about 15 cents there at, well, maybe you can think about it 20 cents, 915s, maybe up there towards the 940s, but I don't know if it has enough gas to get back up there.
Ford is getting that volume.
Again, Gush to see if it's going to rip through the VWAP here, get back up to 87, then hold it. We could trade oil on the upside. But definitely a boring day, man. I thought I was going to come in and be able to nail a trade right quick, but I don't see anything out there for me to go for.
Should have stayed watching your ESPN. All right. This $6 is not for me. I'm going back to 3.
Oculus. I might go out, get some VR action in. Go find a VR place.
Come on, Roblox. Test the highs, baby. Test the highs for me. Let's see what those contracts are at.
There you go. Technology starting to wake up a little bit, guys.
IINN. Wow, pushing through this. Actually, I didn't even see this.
GoPro on the move. Let's see if it can break through some highs here, start moving. You know, one of the things is that I'm sure this could be kind of a holiday play, GoPro. So I'm looking at it now, seeing if it's going to get hot here at 1076. Want to see if volume starts flowing.
Someone talked about Netflix in the chat. It's looking to get over that 610 level. Hasn't been able to do it for the past 20 to 30 minutes. Your risk off would be below VWAP, which is 607. So you're risking about $2 on Netflix. Let me see if there's any flow for you guys.
Oh, Jawa Global selling off like crazy. Seeing that on Twitter.
There's nothing major. You've got the 620s that came in for about $1.50 at around 10 o'clock for like 15,000. Nothing crazy. So you don't have anything in terms of heavy options flow in Netflix, but it's trying to knock on 610. Risk off would be 607. So you're risking about 250 there. There's your entry to Palantir if you want it.
Yeah, now we got to see those time and sales. Watch how it gets heavy on the bid. I want to see some of those people that got long on 910s just get faked out here. So what you see is you start seeing some bid 1,000 shares, 700 shares rolling through right there. Looking for those 1,000 orders to start flowing here. And on the upside back through the 13s, we want to see some volume start flowing through. That will give us that sign that, yeah, you're catching the bid there and you can get back through the VWAP. Looking at Sony for a longer term play, maybe a swing trade. Might put a swing trade on today. Why Sony? Definitely thinking there's some pent up demand for the PS5. Definitely think they could push back through 125s. It has a good daily, made a nice reversal on the 120s yesterday, but that's where it could kind of pull back right now. That would be the risk. It'd be about $2.20 on the risk side, and you'd be looking for a move back above 130s. That's what I think I could see in Sony. But Sony chops around, so it's hard to trade. I will tell you that. So you see that fake out that Palantir just put in? That's kind of what I wanted to see. What did you get on that fake out? At 910, there was 2,500 shares that sold, 1,000 shares that sold. Now the 1,000 shares are just flowing through there. That just shows you what those longs are just getting out right now. They're getting shaken out. So now I'm going to look for a reversal back above 910. Also with a buy showing up there, some order on the ask showing up with a nice kind of big buyer stepping up. Let's see if we get that move back through 910 here in Palantir, and then I can get long also.
You've got Roblox coming back down to the 104.78. Want to see this EMA hold. If it closes below, I will be out. See, touched it. Need you to not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Definitely those traders are getting faked out right now on Palantir. I don't think this is really breaking. I think this is just kind of more of a little fake out to the downside. We'll see right now. It should reverse from around here, not break that wick that you see on that 1022 candle. The wick on the low side of that was 1904. So I wouldn't want 1904s to break, since I'm going to go long here if this comes in reverses.
Sorry, I was looking at Snow's chart for somebody in the chat. I can't quite see anywhere. Like, I guess you could go long here and then, of course, stop below VWAP. But I don't necessarily love the chart as much here. I'm not going to lie to you. Strictly basing off of sorry, what am I trying to say? Risk reward, you're looking okay, but I don't necessarily see anything too pretty here on that Snow chart. Roblox, I needed to go ahead and at least test VWAP so we can possibly break above it. Still in the Palantir trade as well. And Apple just keeps on chugging.
I do like this Sony, but it's a little bit expensive for the swing trade. I'm going to stay off because I don't know if I'm going to be on the market tomorrow. So I'll just stay off on that, but it does look interesting.
Zunaid just sound like the church lady. I haven't gone to church in a minute. I'm not Christian, but I have friends who are. It's fun. It was a great experience. I loved it. I need to do that.
Yeah, it's always good.
It was a really good experience. Everyone was so welcoming, and it was phenomenal experience.
If you can't deal with at least checking out other religions, I mean, it's always fun.
Oh, dude, it was really cool. Yeah, I've done it a couple of times.
Other countries, like the festivities they do and things like that. I mean, if it's a party, invite me because I'm ready.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I'm Muslim, but like the way that we celebrate in America is different than the way that we celebrate in India and then in Afghanistan, like any other part of the world, whatever. Like even Canada is a little different. So no, I agree.
Yep. All right, guys.
Asking Rayan, it's RYAN. How about BA? BA actually pretty good. We bounced off that 188 spot that we identified last time we talked about this. Was it Monday or it might have been last week? What's up?
I think Matty is having some problems on the bumble.
Yeah, short and bumble because he's not getting matches. Lol.
That's funny.
Hey,
Dude, that's funny. I'm not gonna
Matty
lie.
Ice, that might be affecting it, man.
That might be funny. Can we take a look at SoFi? It seems to be holding above 15 nicely. SoFi.
Palantir heading down towards the 19, and look what shows up. 19,961 on the time and sales at 905. Definitely some longs getting shaken there. Now it's testing the 19. Going to try to shake out some traders there. I'm hands off there until it gets back above VWAP. This could be a fake out. It could not take out the 904s, and it could just be a wick down here. So just be careful. I would say below 19. If I was long, that would be my stop. But for right now, I'm seeing it really test down towards that 901 or 1901. You guys see that look. So as long as it closes there, it's okay. And then it could come right back to VWAP and break through that 913. This could be a little bit of a fake out. We'll see what happens in Palantir here.
In terms of SoFi, yeah, it's holding 15. You're absolutely right. It really is. And that would actually end up being your stop loss. So your stop loss is below the 1497. Give yourself a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
And then you're looking okay. Now,
Yeah,
for
like
a trade,
I don't.
For the trade, I'm not necessarily sure. Maybe Mitch has more insight for you. But if you want to start investing in this one, I think this is a decent spot, especially if you look at the daily. It's had a bit of a downturn from the 20s. Yep, there you go, 24. So I like it. And look at this. If we go back to the daily, that's a couple of bucks below. Never mind, nothing to ooh about. But Mitch, what do you have for him?
It's in the battle zone right now, guys. I mean, it's in, I think, a short-term bullish pattern, long-term bear pattern, but also has a look here that you can kind of see here. It's sideways here. But let's say if we drew over here and we kind of made this an inverse head and shoulders, you can see here how it's testing back towards resistance. There's a major resistance right here at 1525 that we haven't been able to get through. And you can see today that's exactly where we kind of struggled. We got above towards 1533. Then we closed at 1520. So definitely that 1525 is an important fight zone right now. If you can get through that, then definitely you can break out of the bearish longer term pattern, and then you can really start getting some momentum back above. The next level up, I would say, is 16. So the upside look is actually pretty up there. I mean, think about it. If you're getting in here around 510s, you're looking at a 90-cent upside look. And I think the downside is only towards this 1475. So maybe 25-cent risk, 90-cent upside look. Looks good to me, at least on the risk to reward side. So even if I'm kind of a bear and a little bit on this longer term move, I still think that you could be playing it right now and trying to get it off of those 15s today. The big thing for it is on the monthly, that 1359 rejection. That was a really good rejection. We don't ever want to get back down there again, but as long as we can hold here, we can reverse this hourly pattern and start trending back.
Mumtaz, the answer to your question is yes. And then someone said, don't look at Tesla. Well, look, I'm going to look at Tesla because it's kind of like you just had a breakup with an ex and you know you shouldn't look at the Instagram and the Twitter, but you're going to do it anyway because humans love misery.
Yes.
And yes, this is miserable because you know what? Those calls, the 935s, 935s, I purchased them around $8. I believe it was yesterday. And they're now trading for 50. Yeah. You know what, Tesla? I got something for you. Tesla. No, I'm kidding. I can't do it. But you get the point. But no, Tesla, though, we talked about Tesla even today as it was holding VWAP very nicely 15 minutes into the market, and it's been chucking all along. It's been doing really well. I think the $1,000 calls on Monday or Tuesday were going for about $2, I think it was. I think it was yesterday. They were going for about $2. Now they're probably going for about like 8+. But anyway, Palantir, though.
All right. Long Palantir, actually. There's an order there that just came in there that made me long. It was 10,000 shares at 1897. So in my eyes, what is that? That's someone just taking it right now off of the low of the day. So they're looking at 1894s. They're like, okay, I'm going to get in here with 10,000 shares and I'm going to risk 3 cents. 3 cents to me is a perfect amount of risk if I was taking 10,000 shares. And I was worried about my trade here. So I definitely do think someone stepped up to the plate there. So I'm stepping up to the plate with them. I took 1902s, so definitely up on the top side of the ask here, but just going to hold towards that risk, which is 1893 right now. So 1892s would get me out, 10-cent risk. Let's see if this can get back above towards 1910. We want to see bigger volume coming in. Right now, 1901, another 10,000 share order. And then what do you get right behind that? Another 10,000 share order. To me, that's the same guy. He's just loading up bigger share size. It doesn't mean 100% that that's him, guys. But to me, that's what I'd be looking for in Palantir. So now I don't want it to even test down towards 94s. We want to see it hold 19s as you keep seeing the support of buying coming in at 19.
You know, we talked about Netflix breaking out of that 510 level, possibly the risk off at 607. It was. Yep, there it is. That's a VWAP. So you're starting to see Tesla perk up a little bit there. And yeah, if I lose on Palantir, I'm blaming Mitch. It's because he came in and he jinxed it. So 100% blaming you. You've got Andy in the chat saying, why trade Tesla and not just invest? Well, for me, it's commitment issues. I want to get in, I want to get out, and I don't want to think about it overnight. And it's also because I need the capital to make a living as a day trade. I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars. But yeah, that's the reasoning for me.
Well, Tesla I actually think was a really nice buy off the 900. That's a level that I've been giving, I think, literally since November 10th. And I can show you guys right here on my screen so you guys don't think I'm just trying to cherry pick there. So you see this box? I've drawn this box sideways here that I wanted it to come into this buy zone for a long time, guys. That is since the 10th of November. And I've been looking for it to come back into the 902 area. And what did you get on Monday? You got a low there of 893. That was a beautiful level to swing trade off. You could have literally been making 100 points off of that 900. So definitely a really good swing trade spot. If we go back to it, it's a little bit less of a probability to find the bounce there. But definitely it was a really good area to take your shot in Tesla. If you're looking for a longer term position, I think that was a longer term position spot also, because if you kept continuing to come down, let's say through 880s, you could have got out and then it gave you like a $20 risk and you could have been looking for this move back towards 1,000. That is what? It's a 100-point move. So I definitely think Tesla was a buy near that 900. Sucks I wasn't here. I definitely would have liked it down there.
They talked about it around bouncing around 900.
I was going to say,
we mentioned it here.
I'm glad you guys mentioned it because I really do think it was a good level because it's a shadow fill, and we've been seeing so many shadow fills.
Oh, that's the Roblox. You're starting to see a downturn there. Going to get out of that one there unless it comes back above VWAP. Then I'll go ahead and look to re-enter. You do have folks buying into Tesla's 1050 calls, paying about $1.30. So if you have some money to waste, you could possibly take a look at that. Palantir, though, it's about 6 cents away from taking all of my money, Mitch.
Well, Zunaid, don't worry. My hand's on the trigger to sell, so.
Well, you better wait. You better wait. You got into this trade after me. You better leave after me, son.
Hands on the trigger. Rules are rules, man.
You better rule. You better. I hope your internet goes out.
Last time it did.
Oh man, come on. Yeah, the main thing that I'm looking at here in Palantir is you can see that little hot pink line. That's the green to red. I wanted to hold a green to red.
Can we get back above 19 here?
Goodman, the answer to your question is yes. Yeah, I needed to, man. You know,
interesting stock today. I'm going to give out Walgreens. Walgreens, interesting hold there. 15-minute sideways consolidation could come back above 50, 55.
AMC.
AMC.
Don't get
I thought it was going through the moon because of Spider-Man.
AMC.
My apes out there, they're like, it's Spider-Man Monday, dude. Come on.
I mean, on Monday, though, they did do really well. So give them some credit there. But then afterwards, the fade definitely. I mean, look here. What was it? You did have a nice little move on AMC because of all of that. And I think it was – when did a Spider-Man come out? Was it last week or was it this week?
It was this weekend.
It was this
just
weekend.
passed.
Okay.
So Friday you could see them loading the boat for that, but I didn't see too much reaction on Monday or
maybe I'm
Tuesday.
wrong. I could have sworn
It's
I
Friday.
remember
They
looking
loaded the
back,
boat on Friday. They
and it came out on the weekend.
buy the rumors, sell the news kind of thing, right?
Because I remember looking back at charts one night and I was like, man, I can't believe I missed this one. But anyway, to answer your question on the now and the present, not a bad area to get short. Stop loss above VWAP. You can see it's testing VWAP. Would not be surprised if it goes ahead and fails. And there is Palantir hitting $19. It was, how close was this to stopping me out? Let's see. So my stop loss was at 1889. Got to about 92. I'm brown, but I can't do math that well. What is that, like 10 cents?
Come on, bro. You can't be brown and not be good at math. That's
Ryan,
like,
are you
on,
dealing with pissed off customers? You're fine because Ryan, by the way, has a whole
Ryan
different
is
job and a
busy.
role that
That's
he does.
what he is. Look at
Yeah,
my man. Look
I'm
at that
trying
focus.
to do like 6 things at once
Look at
here.
that. Look at
I'm
that.
sorry.
Do you have
What a guy.
pissed off
With-
customers?
With both you guys
What
here,
a
I
guy.
might jump. Do you guys have this?
Yes, we have it, Ryan.
Go for it, man. No worries.
All right,
dude.
yeah. Market
I'll see you
slow.
later
I don't.
today.
I don't have much here. I got
Well, do what
other
you gotta
stuff I
do,
gotta
man.
run.
I'll see you later today, pal.
You know what? I'll add to Palantir for you, Ryan.
I don't know how that's for me, but you go, man. I hope that you bank off that. What I will say is, if I don't see you or anyone else from the chat, have a lovely holiday. Have a Merry Christmas. We will be back at this. Stay safe, stay green. We'll see you soon.
Appreciate
later,
it,
pal.
Ryan. Have a great one, my friend.
We've got the meeting with the devs, Ryan. So you
No,
will
I really did
absolutely
add,
see
though.
me.
I added to Palantir there.
Yeah, it's nice. It's the
got-
green to red went ahead and held, and it's battled. It's good. It's looking pretty. So
I got
we'll
a decent
see.
amount now. I got about 500 at 1902s.
Needed to get over VWAP though.
Let's get some movement in this, man. I'm ready.
And there is Netflix.
Oh, I like it now.
Oops, I went ahead and put the wrong thing. Hold on. Oops, nope, not that. We're gonna come back here to the left side. Netflix. Netflix went ahead and ripped on above the 610 level. Now you're looking at 612. Your risk was approximately $3, so now you've got $2 in
Nice
Netflix.
VWAP bounce on Netflix.
And that's where we had said you could
Pretty.
risk off
Pretty there, guys.
on Netflix.
Palantir looking good, man.
I will feel
think we got it.
comfortable as it can be above VWAP on the 10-minute is where I will feel comfortable with Palantir. For now, though, I'm a little tough. Clover Health. What is that? COLV? What's Clover's?
Or yeah, CLOV. CL.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the average true range on this is. I'm just looking at this chop and things like that.
33
I'm
cents.
not gonna lie. I'll give you the most basic answer of if you really think this could keep going, you've got to risk off about 410. But besides that, I'm sorry, I don't necessarily see a trade with Clover unless there's some news or catalyst that I'm missing. But even looking at the volume, I think there are better opportunities out there, especially when you've got SPY just mooning at the moment. Would not be surprised if we get to 468 or so later today.
Someone mentioning the Qs are popping. Let's take a look at the Qs.
I was supposed to take a
Qs
look at the
popping.
TQ. Yeah, let me take a look at TQQQ.
Yeah, Q's starting to get some lift, man. That's a good sign for us. Let's go ahead and let's start finding some stocks that are making moves in the Qs. You got Tesla up about 5.4%. You got Team up about 2.11%. That one seems interesting through the 390s. Could get a good push now. ADP up today. Lucid up about 3.18%. That one's not a bad move there. Marriott doing great today. So reopening trade a little bit on today. eBay moving a decent amount there. You got Google moving. Let's see what else is kind of getting some volume here. I'm going to look up some volume percentage here, see if we get some buzz. Let's see what's starting to buzz out.
Bzz.
Bzz, bzz. AVCT starting to get back up there, 17% up on the day. KD up about 4% on the day. Pay. These are kind of smaller companies right now, but definitely It's a smaller company type of day I'm seeing out there. Looks like Palantir coming back towards 19 here. We're in at 1902. We might have to get out here. It should have held up there towards back above VWAP, that 1910. We wanted to hold 19 on pullbacks here. I'm still in at 1902, so I don't want to risk too much here. So we're going to focus in here. It doesn't want to break through 1895 now is going to be our out. We moved it up a couple cents since we hit an ad.
Oh, you got Microsoft approaching 330. There was a huge dark pool back at the end of November, which you see I had notated it at the start of December when I realized it. So it'll be interesting. If it can get over 330, go up, come back and test it, and hold, 100% would go ahead and take Microsoft to the long side. And come on,
it's an
Palantir.
important price point for sure.
Come on, Palantir. Come on. Giddy up, pal.
Yeah, I might have to get out on her. This is a big bid right now. Yeah, I'm out.
On the other side, you've got Apple just chucking along.
Out Palantir there at 1893s. Lost 10 cents.
We're blaming Mitch. We're blaming Mitch for the out, fellas.
Just what happens, guys. Ford, says Leanne. Ford doing great. Nice chart. Beautiful trade there.
Appreciate Mark the Realtor,
I like the swing
305
trade
too.
I like this swing trade on Ford right now, guys. I'm not going to take it, but I really do like it. Why? Because look how many times you came up here. And then what did you do? You came back and you tested that 1903. I think since you cleared 20 today, as long as you hold 20 on pullbacks, you're good. You're in the clear for Ford to take off. I really like that push from the 20s today. As long as that holds, I'd be in the bullish sense there for Ford. I'd be looking for it to take out 2050. It's going to be a big resistance. If it takes out that, I think you're clear for takeoff through the 21s and 2150s. And if I measure the move that got you up here, I see about $3.50 move. If I measure the breakout point, let's say from here, that could easily get you up there, let's say towards $23. I think you're going to get a move up there. So that's what I'm looking for forward. I'd be looking for a 20-cent risk or maybe even a 30-cent risk with a $3 upside look. So definitely swing trade there. I'm going to call out forward here. And we're actually going to put a green kind of circle here to remind us that we did call that one out. And we'll see what happens, right? I mean, I definitely do like the look here. So we'll see how this works out. Put a green one there so that we know that we took it in that area. We'll see what happens. Forward, baby.
Some advice. Every time I say, by the way, real quick, Mark the Realtor 305. Appreciate the tip there. LCID not stopping. This is a Santa squeeze.
Is this a squeeze? I mean, to me, it's still in a bearish pattern. I mean, I'm going to delete my lines to show you, but I don't think this is kind of this is one of those charts that is really confusing because multiple time frames are going to tell you different looks, right? If we look deep and we look into the daily, it's been doing what? It's been holding a Fibonacci retracement level. So if we look here from the move, we draw this from the move to the first high peak there, and you can see here the 61.8. Do you see how we keep holding it? That's this dash line right underneath it, right by these 37.32s. So that's the support. The resistance right now is up here towards 41.48. You need to get above there for it to get out of this consolidation pattern, which is this sideways period that we're in right now. So you see this period right here? You need to get out of this for us to really start getting into a bullish zone. And so I'm looking for this. Yeah, if it gets back above 43, I would like it. But is this a squeeze? I would definitely say no. This is not a squeeze. Squeeze means that this would be looking like a bearish pattern, and then it's popping out of a bearish pattern. The only time it looks bearish is when you get into the 1 hour chart and you look at it from here, because this is a kind of a bear kind of a bearish pennant. But you could also draw this as an inverse hammer if you use this as a head, but the shoulder went a little bit farther than it should have. So to me, this still looks bearish on the 1 hour, looks bullish on the daily, and then looks bullish on like a 5 minute or a 15. But the hourly still looks bearish for me. Needs to get back above, let's say, 40 for it to start looking bullish.
Yeah, keep in mind, Santa rally is after Christmas, right? That's the true Santa rally. It just ends up getting used so much anytime December happens. But the true Santa rally is not till after Christmas, all the way till the last day of trading of the year. AMC, someone said it was tanking. I don't know if tanking is the right word, but it is rejecting VWAP. Like we said, it would be a good short position if you did like the short side there. Stop loss would be above VWAP. So at that, I'm looking at the 10 minutes. So if that 10-minute closes above VWAP, especially if it closes above 29.61, I would go ahead and be out of that. On Palantir, I am a degenerate. So what I did is I doubled down and I purchased the $19 calls expiring, the same calls that I've had. I doubled down and now I own them at 52 cents. I am risking the low of 1885. If it breaks 1885, which is about 5 to 6 cents away, I will get out. Why am I doubling down? Because this is that battle zone for me. This is where it was my stop loss. So now it's a low risk because I'll be risking maybe about 6 to 7 cents on the options contract. But if this goes back and tests VWAP, I'm hoping to have at least 15 cents, if not more. So that way I can go ahead and shed off some of those gains and help my losses out from the initial entry. So this isn't like, oh, hey, let me average down because I'm down. It's more so of, hey, the risk reward makes sense because I'm at that battlefield of a stop loss of mine. So we'll see what happens. I don't know how long we're staying on for, but just want to give you guys
I'm
the entry.
I'm about to yell at Spencer. Where you at?
Stop loss as well. I mean, if you want me to log in, I can take over if you need to head out.
No, you're good. You're good, big man. I'll definitely wait for Spencer to come back.
All right. You should tag him like he tags us.
Right? We should.
Can I please take a look at pins? We played pins. And matter of fact, I haven't looked at it since we had those 100% gainers. And probably because, let me see why. Let me see. Where is pins in my portfolio? And I know why, because I got stopped out at break even on the last quarter. So we took pins 41 cents all the way to like 90 cents. So we got 100% gain on it. And the rest, I set a stop loss at break even. So for now, it's under VWAP. You could nibble here a little bit, but under 37, I'm getting out of here. But that's what I'm looking at in terms of pins. Roblox is trying to come back above. I like Roblox if it can close the 10-minute above 105, which would also be above VWAP. And there's Palantir moving up a little bit. Those contracts that we got at 52 cents are now 56. Profit, but I need 59 cents. And am I going to get screwed because I'm waiting for 3 more cents? Knowing my luck, probably. But we had a plan and we're sticking with it.
No, I mean, it's essentially still building up a pattern there. Just needs to get back above VWAP. That's the main thing here, is that VWAP is above it. So the average of the volume and the average price that's bought today is closer towards, let's say, 910s and 913s and this 19. Yes, is there some buying down here? Yeah, we've seen it. I mean, I told you about that 20,000 order that went in at that 1902 and 1901s. Had a lot of volume, but when it cracked on the downside again, I didn't want to make sure that we were in it, but we could get back in this name if we wanted, back above 910s. So 910s is the area.
Speaking of Palantir, now you've got somebody buying the $19 calls expiring January 7th. They're bought in with about $60,000 or so. So if I look at Palantir, it should get a pop, and okay, it's got a little bit of a pop, got about 5 cents or so.
Yeah, so there's
gives me a little bit more confidence.
There's a wall of a seller on Edge X. So if you guys look at looking at your level 2 on Palantir on Edge X, there's a 200 showing up there on the level 2. So wait for him to flow through. So he's at 1902. So you'll see him show up on Edge X. It's important to know the exchange because you'll be looking for that to show up on the ask side at the top of the orders. Look for that to show up, and then also look for his size to blow through. So what does that mean? So when you see 200, do you see 226 go to 200, then the 186, then the 150s, then the 130s, then the 80? That's how you want to see it, the wall going through. We'll see if he steps up again. It looks like he pulled the order off for right now. Let's see if he steps up again there at 1902s.
All right, let's see what those contracts are now. Cool. So those $52, there we go. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and lock in half because I wanted 59. I got 59. So we had the double down at 52 cents. We are out at 59 cents. And the other, I'm going to go ahead and sell right when we get to VWAP, which might be $19.08 or so. We're about 6 cents away from that. And the rest will hopefully be able to enjoy if it can get above VWAP. But for now, the double down has worked. I wish I was in Vegas because I'm feeling lucky.
Palantir
IONQ with a nice move. IONQ. Let's take a look. Ooh, it is a nice move.
Yeah, that's a good
Had
one.
some consolidation. Popped out of 1616. Excuse me. Popped out of 1660s. Little too extended for me. If it comes down to near VWAP, which would be near 1660s where the consolidation was, I'd be interested in this one. But for now, I am not. And there's Palantir. I think it missed it by a penny. Yeah, I think it did miss it by a penny. Because you've got this one here at 08, 07. Yep, it did miss it by a penny.
It's building. It's a nice 15-minute flag pattern, guys. So with this one, what I'm doing now is I'm no longer looking at it on a 1 minute time frame. It'll confuse you because there's a lot of fake outs on the chart. But on the 5 minute, you can see a little bit better consolidation and levels to go off of. The big thing for us is 1910s on the upside. I think that's where you'll catch the volume if you get the breakout look. So I might scout through that level if we get back to it. JD having a decent day today. If you want to look at that, Chinese stock not doing bad.
I used to love JD, playing it from the 50s on upwards. I think it got all the way to 90s before it came down. Let me take a look at the daily if my memory serves me correct. And yep, it was. Oh nope, I was wrong. It all the you see you see my little drawing there. Got a chance to play it all the way to the hundreds. It looked like, and then ever since they had the whole Chinese stocks issue, whatever, I haven't played JD, but I used to love playing it. On the daily, I don't want to get into it unless it can close above 75, but let's go ahead and take a look at intraday here. It's right at VWAP. Not a bad area if you like the long side here. The risk reward is doing pretty well as you've got Palantir smacking on down and rejecting itself from VWAP. Let's take a look at Roblox. Oh, there it is. Waiting for the 10-minute to go ahead and close above 105. But for now, we're still in this trade. Reason being, as you can see here on the 10-minute, it never really closed the trend, never really closed and had the red show up. So we're still in the trade. I've got a couple of ads, but the latest ad, I'm down about 40 cents on Roblox. If it can get over 105 and above VWAP and close on the 10-minute, I would go ahead and add some more. But for now, we wait. Yeah, I don't know how many likes we have, but we better have a lot of likes. Come on. Do you know the great trade that we had in Apple?
Oh, it's in mute here. Y'all going to kill me, but I'm going short AMC here. Short at 29.35s there.
Yeah,
risk right now is 29.50s. Yep. You know how I like to get those VWAP fades on. So on that little bounce up here, I went short, looking to hold off this 50s. Looking for a rejection right back down to the support. The support is down there towards below 29s. It's down towards 29.80s or 28.75s. Let's see if we get this flush down towards 29 here. Don't want to see it back above. This candle should end red, not green.
SQQQ put still printing. Any NVAX entry? NVAX, are they... Didn't this? I think it was the CEO that said they will submit for some vaccine. I'll be honest. There's so many vaccine news out there. I don't know who's who, but
I'll tell you what.
The CEO said that they're going to submit in a week or so, or very close for something.
I love the name, Gypsy Blood. Let's look at NVAX here. Long term, it's still fighting to get back above 200. You've seen it every time it gets up there. It kind of rejects. To hold above 200. So I think that's the level you have to see it get back above. for you to feel really confident. But look how close to moving average 200, which is this purple line. It's right close to it. So we can get these moving averages to kind of trend underneath it. It's going to be looking a lot better. I think it's trying to build a move here, not necessarily that it's already in that move. So personally, for me, I'd be watching it, but it's you at least know it, right? You at least know that if it breaks, let's say I would look for 175 on downside, that I'm trading this short. Above 200s, I could still be long because you're going to get back above the 200-day moving average, which will give you that bullish look, not the bearish look of the 200 above it.
You've got Palantir, because I do got to go take care of Squawk. You should go ahead and tag Spencer and be like, where you at? But real quick, talking about Palantir, so I can tell you what the game plan was. We went ahead and exited the 52 double down options that we got. We went ahead and exited those at 60 cents and at 59 cents and at 61 cents. So it's kind of help us with the losses, since we did get into this a little bit earlier. The rest, if it breaks this low of day, so if it gets to $18.84, I will be out the initial entry. But thankfully, the double down we were able to get here at the green to red and sell it at the VWAP went ahead and helped us out. Yes, Tesla's mooning. It's without me. I didn't get the VIP ticket. I didn't get the passenger seat. That's fine. And the other trade that I'm still in is Roblox. If it can close the 10-minute above 105 in the VWAP, I will go ahead and grab some more. Stop loss will be below 103.50s. But that's kind of pretty much for it. I don't know if we're trading tomorrow or not. On my schedule, it says we are. So I'm going to assume we are. But till then, see you guys later. Mitch, I don't know if you're working tomorrow, but if you are, I'll see you. If not, happy holidays, man. And you enjoy yourself some nice Christmas holidays, pal.
Hey, the way it should be. You have a great one, Zunaid.
See ya.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap you on up. It looks like Spencer's a little bit busy. You know, he'll be on Benzinga Live, so stay tuned, guys. Benzinga Live should be starting up in, I think, about half an hour. But definitely, guys, tune in. Smash that like button if you guys are enjoying live trading Benzinga. I came on to enjoy with you guys, still on vacation, but wanted to come on and have some fun with you guys. So smash that thumbs up. If you guys are enjoying the stream, let us know what you want to see more or less of on the stream. We'll definitely do more of that. F still running up. Hey, there you guys have it. The chat today definitely more on point than I was. So, hey, that's what it's all about. I hope that you guys out there are enjoying the community of traders that are joining us in the chat. And definitely, them boys, them island boys. Nah, definitely. You guys have a great one. Enjoy your Christmas if I don't see you guys. And definitely spend some time with some family, especially the young ones, because like I visited my nephew. There's nothing better than definitely helping the young ones get to the next level. So let's keep building that new generation and hope that you guys out there enjoy it. Mimi, hey, shout out to you. I hope you have a great one. Jim, Cruz, I want to give some shout outs out there. I know that you guys hang out way too much for me not to acknowledge you guys. So Ashton, Mark, Tom, Chris, Jim, John, Robert, Shelly, Gypsy Blood, Gregory, Quantum, all you guys out there. We appreciate you guys spending the time with us and building a trading community, because that's what it's really this all about, is that we're building together and trading together.
For sure.
So
100%.
Hey, welcome back, my friend, and I hope
you're welcome back. I'm so surprised to see you. I did not think I'd be seeing you.
Yeah, I felt I couldn't miss you guys enough, man. I've been checking out pre-market prep sometimes. I'll just catch a little bit on my phone.
Okay.
And
awesome.
I enjoy it. Just like you guys out there enjoy watching us. When I'm on this side of things, I still enjoy it too. So if you guys enjoy it, please smash the thumbs up and let us know what we can do next year for you guys to enjoy our show even better.
All right, is my mic fixed? Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to drop the link in of the link to the survey. I'm going to put that again in the chat right now. Please, please, please give us your feedback. What do you want to see next year from this show, from all of our shows? The link is going in the survey right. Or, I'm sorry, the link is going in the chat right now. Boom. Give us your feedback. End of year Benzinga YouTube survey. Mitch, have a great rest of your day. I guess I'll catch you tomorrow. This will be our last live show of the day. Basically, everyone is out. I have to head out. Mitch is barely here. I mean, he's here, but he's barely here. He's
Not here mentally, but just here physically.
Not here mentally. Aaron Bree is out. Producer Aaron's out. Producer Rohan is out. The whole team is out, basically. So this will be our last show of the day, but I'll be back with you guys tomorrow morning for pre-market prep, as always. So I'll catch you guys later. Hit the like button, please. Thank you. All that jazz. Like us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, TikTok. Hey, like us on LinkedIn too, or MySpace. And that'll be a wrap. So have a good rest of your day. And we'll end the show with a trailer for the final event, the final Benzinga event of 2021, the last Benzinga boot camp on the calendar 1 week from today. Who's going to be there? What are you going to learn?
Your last chance to up those skills in 21.
Right here, right now.